like a boss.
In the beginning, he's always asking you where you at. In the beginning, he's always saying, how let me know when you come home. Let me know when you're this. Let me know when you're that. Like, this kind of person comes across as though they care a lot. But in reality, it's jealousy masquerading almost as though they care. What happens is that as the relationship progresses, they won't see you as an individual. They'll see you as an extension of themselves. Especially with women who have an anxious type of attachment, you gotta be careful with those kind of guys because it comes across as though it's love. And if you're somebody that's really anxious, you will mistake obsessiveness for love. Be careful with guys who love you too fucking fast. You guys have to learn how to have boundaries. And if you want to know how to have boundaries, just put boundaries on my channel. You'll find videos about boundaries, okay?
When you're on the date with him, he pretty much talks about having another date with you. So he'll be like, what, you haven't been there? Okay, you know what? Next time, let's go. Next time, let's do that, right? Let me tell you something, man. If I go on a date and
doesn't make a guy love you. It's the lack of text that makes a guy love you. It's your presence doesn't make him love you. It's your absence that makes him love you. Let your unavailability and your lack of texting do your dirty work for you. Less is more, not more. It sounds like Matthew Hussey, to be honest with you.
rejection only hurts when you like the person and you want them to like you back. Other than that, it'll just roll off of you. Anyways, subscribe for more videos.
The next sign that a guy's attracted is his exclusivity when he's talking to you. What I mean about exclusivity is that when I teach guys how to talk to girls, when they're in an interaction with a girl, they really hate when they either get a text message, when they get a phone call, or when a friend happens to pass by them. Because when they're talking to a girl and they're attracted to the girl, they don't like looking at their phone, they don't like talking on the phone, and they definitely don't like their friends interrupting them because they feel like it'll interrupt their rhythm. So the same thing is that when a guy likes you, his friends will not be around. He will not get any text messages, and even though if he gets any text messages, he's gonna ignore them. Okay, so that's one of those things because his attention is on you, and he feels like if he loses your attention, he feels like if he responds to the text message, he's going to lose your attention and lose a potential chance to be with you. You see, so they want to give you that exclusive attention for that moment.
And I'm not totally not into her. Okay, I am not, and I am not talking about the future. The only future I'm talking about is getting home and smoking a blunt to recover from this experience. Okay? So a guy will never, ever make a future plan with you if he doesn't feel the vibe. Okay? So that's the first thing. This is not a definite thing, 100% thing that he should do. But for the most part, this is what guys do when they like you. If those women had that policy in mind, where they would never give money out to a man no matter what, this would never happen to them. But they let their emotions affect their decision making. The visual is the easiest road to make people believe, right? Seeing is believing, but seeing is in reality. What you see a lot of the times is not reality. A lot of the times what you see is curated. A lot of the things are not what they seem, especially if you barely know the person. Women have hypergamy, consistently looking for better. It's nothing bad. It's what your ancestors did, and you are the descendants of your ancestors who used this as a strategy to get here. So it does work. There's nothing to be ashamed of it. It's just how it is. I'm a bad texter. Ladies and gentlemen, that just means he's preparing to bullshit you, okay? Don't believe that bullshit, okay? All right? Don't believe that bullshit, all right? Anytime a guy says I'm a bad texter, and that's why it takes me so long to text you back, he's bullshitting you.
Physically or verbal abuse. A push is a hit. Verbal name calling always and most likely leads to physical abuse. There is just no compromise in this. There is no reason to be with a guy who abuses you physically and verbally. Next one, dating a criminal. Okay, let me include that. If you date a criminal, a drug dealer, a fucking any kind of criminal that's a career criminal, run. Unless you enjoy being with a guy who's a criminal, like a drug dealer, then go ahead, stay. But I'm just letting you know. Anyways, this type of woman, a damsel in distress, is a woman who shows weakness. The woman who is less constrained. She's more wild and has a bunch of energy. This guy who reacts to her will feel like he can help her out and be the hero, right? The man who falls for this has strict mothers, okay? And are consciously attracted to perfect looking women and unconsciously want a rebellious woman. They want a mother figure as a wife. They also want the slutty girl as well. They feel like this woman
is weak and are lured by the pleasures that this wonderful woman seems to offer. But this type of woman is very manipulative. They present themselves as having a shitty life. And the reason why that type of woman would do that is to elicit the empathy of the guy. And it'll emotionally engage the guy. But it works. So you could use this in a healthy way by just showing weakness sometimes. Exposing the things that hurt you.
Learn to look for the micro expressions. There's a concept that a psychologist named Paul Ekman discovered. He pretty much asserts that everybody communicates what they feel in a fraction of a second, and then they hide it. But what happens is that humans are consummate actors. People are always wearing a mask. But the thing about that social mask conceals who they really are, right? The beauty about it, this mask has cracks in it. And you must learn to see it because these cracks are usually nonverbal. What you do is then you use your rational mind to interpret those nonverbal cues viscerally, in other words, verbally. So always remember, people are always trying to hide how they feel. That's why the Godfather said, like, never go against a family. In other words, don't ever tell the division that's within us. Learn to look for those micro expressions. And the way they work is that there's 7 primary emotions that the psychologist talked about. He talked about contempt. Contempt is like, you know, when they go like that, the way that comes out is quickly, like it's just like a quick burst and it goes back to normal. And it's hard to see with mask on. You see the squints, you know, but then again, it could be that they're blind, right?
Prioritizing the long term over the short term. If you're somebody that prioritizes the long term over the short term, you make better decisions in every aspect of life. When you prioritize the long term, you pretty much open the apertures of life itself. And you begin to see deeper into the future. Thinking long term becomes almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you're a short-term thinker, that's a character flaw. You could develop addictions. You end up staying in toxic relationships because you just don't want to leave. Because develop maturity through self-awareness by realizing that you're not mature and working your way up. As you grow older, your brain matures and the experiences you have strengthens you as a person.
All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're going to get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this 3rd week, setting boundaries. We go over the 3rd week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, 4th week. 5th week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are 1, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're going to love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now, all right? I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.